In a small town called Shunem lived a woman whose simple act of kindness would open the door to miracles. Her story is one of generosity, faith, and the power of trusting God, even when everything seemed lost. Every time the prophet Elisha passed through Shunem, this woman urged him to stop and eat, but her kindness didn't stop there. She told her husband, "Let us make a small room on the roof for him, with a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp." She didn't just give him food, she gave him comfort, rest, and honor. Her generosity was not for recognition, but from a heart of love and respect for God's servant. True generosity goes beyond the minimum. It creates room for others, and in turn makes room for God's blessings in our lives. Elisha, moved by her kindness, asked what could be done for her. She didn't request wealth or honor, she was content. But Gehazi, Elisha's servant, noticed she had no son and her husband was old. Elisha declared, "About this time next year, you will embrace a son." Her reply was cautious, "No, my lord, do not deceive your servant." Yet, just as the prophet said, the Shunammite woman bore a son. When we give selflessly, God gives back in ways beyond what we can imagine. She didn't ask, but God saw her heart and rewarded her faithfulness. The promised child grew, full of joy. But one tragic day, while in the fields, he cried, my head, my head." He was carried to his mother, and by noon the boy was dead. Imagine her pain. The miracle she had never asked for was gone. But instead of despair, she laid her son on Elisha's bed, shut the door, and went out. In times of crisis, her first reaction wasn't panic, it was faith. She placed her problem in the room of the prophet, symbolically laying her burden before God. She rushed to Mount Carmel to find Elisha. Gehazi met her halfway and asked, "Is it well with you, with your husband, with your child?" Her reply, "It is well." Her son lay dead, yet her words were filled with unshakable faith. She would not settle for despair. She believed the God who gave her the child could restore him. Faith speaks life even in death. When circumstances scream impossible, faith whispers, "It is well." Elisha returned with her. Gehazi laid the prophet's staff on the boy, but there was no life. Then Elisha entered, prayed, and stretched himself over the child, mouth to mouth, eyes to eyes, hands to hands. The boy's body grew warm. He sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. The child was restored to life. The woman bowed at Elisha's feet, overwhelmed with gratitude, and embraced her son once more. God's power has the final say. What seems dead can live again when faith meets divine intervention. The Shunammite woman's story teaches us timeless lessons. Generosity opens doors. She made room for God's prophet, and God made room for a miracle in her life. Contentment is powerful. She didn't seek reward, yet God blessed her. Faith speaks hope. Even in tragedy, her words were, "It is well." God restores what seems lost. He is the giver of life, and He alone has the power to bring back what has died in our lives, be it dreams, hope, or relationships. The Shunammite woman shows us the beauty of a generous heart and the strength of unwavering faith. May we learn to say it is well in every circumstance, trusting that the God who gives is also the God who restores.